In Activity 9, Sunshine and Shadow, students observe and describe shadows. They identify the 3 things needed to produce a shadow, then record how a shadow's position and shape change as the direction of the light changes. You will need the following materials from the kit: Activity Sheet 9, large blue chalk, large red chalk, large yellow chalk, adhesive dots, and assorted colored chalk. To prepare for Session 1, pick a day when the sun is expected to shine all day. Start Session 1 as early in the morning as possible. Select a paved outdoor area that will not be shaded by buildings and will not be disturbed during the school day. Students will be making chalk drawings on the pavement. Each team of 2 will need a piece of blue chalk. To begin Session 1, take the students outside to the predetermined location. Take with you the large blue chalk and the blue adhesive dots. Instruct students to line up with their backs to the sun and look at the ground in front of them. Ask students, "What do you see?" Students may know that they are seeing their shadows. Have students notice that when they move, their shadows move too. Ask students, "Why is your shadow darker than the area around it?" Students should note that their bodies block the sunlight. Lead students to understand that a shadow is a dark shape cast upon a surface by something that blocks the light from reaching that surface. Give each team of 2 a piece of blue chalk. Arrange the students so that they are all standing with the morning sun behind and to the left side of them. Place a blue adhesive dot on each student's left hand. Instruct 1 student from each team to continue standing in the same position with his or her arms at their side. Have the other team members trace their partner's feet and shadow with blue chalk. After students step out of their feet, have them write their names beside the feet. Then, have them switch roles so that each student has a set of footprints and a shadow marked with blue chalk. Back in the classroom, write "Morning" in blue. Above the heading, draw an outline of 2 feet and tell students that this shows the place where everyone stood outside. Ask students, where did the light come from for making shadows? The light came from the sun. When recalling which side the sun was on, remind them that you put blue dots on their hands on the same side as the sun. Some students may correctly answer that the sun was on the left side. Add the sun to your picture. To conclude Session 1, have students remove the dots from their hands and return the chalk to the kit. To prepare for Session 2, each team of 2 will need a piece of red chalk. This session should be done at midday, at least 2 hours after Session 1. To begin Session 2, around midday, give each team of 2 a piece of red chalk and take the class outside to the same location. Arrange the students so that they are standing with their feet in the outlines drawn that morning. Help students notice where the sun is now, without looking directly at it. The sun should be almost directly behind them. Instruct teammates to trace each other's shadows again, this time using the red chalk. When they are finished, ask, "What happened to your shadow from the morning to the middle of the day?" Students should note that the shadows are in different places. They are different shapes, and one shadow is longer than the other. Back in the classroom, write "Middle of the Day" in red, just under the morning heading. Point to the drawing you created that morning and tell students you are going to show the sun's place in the sky when it is the middle of the day. Remind students that the feet show where they were standing. To conclude Session 2, come to an agreement on the position of the sun as being behind students and higher in the sky, and add another sun to your picture. To prepare for Session 3, make a copy of Activity Sheet 9 for each student. This session should be done in the afternoon, at least 2 hours after Session 2. Each team of 2 will need a piece of yellow chalk. To begin Session 3, give each team of 2 a piece of large yellow chalk and take the class outside to the same location. Take the yellow adhesive dots with you. Arrange the students so that they are standing with their feet in the outlines drawn that morning with the sun on their right side. Place a yellow adhesive dot on each student's right hand. Have the teammates again trace their shadows, this time with yellow chalk. Then ask, what happened to your shadow from the middle of the day to the afternoon? Students will see that the shadows are in different places. They are different shapes, and there are differences in how long they are. Back in the classroom, write afternoon in yellow under the middle of the day heading. Point to the drawing and ask students, which side was the sun on? If students need prompting, remind them that you put yellow dots on their right hands on the same side as the sun. Finally, review the 3 things needed to make a shadow: light, an object to block light, and a surface. Give each student a copy of Activity Sheet 9. Have them look at each picture and decide if all 3 things needed to make a shadow are present. Remind students that their shadows change during the day and ask, what else changed during the day besides your shadows? The sun's place in the sky also changed. Tell students that in Activity 10, the sun rises and sets. They will learn more about these changes. To conclude Session 3, return all chalk to the kit. For science background, reinforcement activities, curriculum connections, and information about the Delta Science Reader, please consult your DSM Teacher's Guide.